बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। Dear students, hope you are good and safe at your homes. Welcome to this online computer class. Our today's topics are algorithm and its strategies, and flowchart and its symbols, from page number 4 to 12 of book. In our today's lesson, we will discuss about algorithm and its strategies and flowchart and its symbols. So let's start our today's lesson. First of all, we are going to discuss about algorithm. An algorithm is a finite set of steps which, if followed, accomplish a particular task. एल्गोरिथम एक फाइनाइट सेट ऑफ स्टेप्स है जिसे किसी भी मखसूस टास्क को मुकम्मल करने के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. An algorithm must be clear, finite, and effective. The simplest form of algorithm is step form algorithm. Like a to-do list, it consists of a sequence of numbered steps. एल्गोरिथम की सबसे सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म स्टेप फॉर्म एल्गोरिथम है जिसमें स्टेप्स को सीक्वेंस में लिखा जाता है. Strategy for developing algorithm. Algorithm development involves the following steps to carry out. We can proceed to correct solution of a particular problem by adopting the following strategy. Step 1. Investigation. Number 1. Identify the processes. Number 2. Identify the major decisions. Number 3. Identify the repetition. And number 4 is identify the variables. Step 2. Preliminary algorithm. Number 1. Devise a high-level general algorithm. Number 2. Step through the algorithm. Does this walkthrough reveal any major problems? If it does, then correct the problems. Step 3. Refining the algorithm. Number 1. Incorporate any refinements indicated in step 2. Number 2. Group together processes where appropriate. Number 3. Group together variables where appropriate. And number 4 is test the algorithm again by stepping through it. And here is an example of step form algorithm, which is baking a cake. Problem 1. You have to bake a cake in your house. Step form algorithm. Step 1. Heat oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Step 2. Gather the ingredients: bowl, flour, butter, sugar, milk, eggs. Step 3. Mix ingredients thoroughly in a bowl. Step 4. Pour the mixture into a baking pan. Step number 5. Bake in the oven for 50 minutes. Step number 6. Bake 5 minutes more until cake top springs back when touched in the center. Step number 7. Cool on a rack before cutting. Now we are going to discuss about flowchart. Flowchart is the pictorial representation of an algorithm. फ्लोचार्ट एल्गोरिथम की पिक्टोरियल रिप्रेजेंटेशन है. It is a way of visually presenting the flow of data, the operations performed within the system and the sequence in which they are performed. The flowchart is similar to the layout plan of a building. As we know, a designer draws a layout plan before starting construction on a building. Similarly, a programmer prefers to draw a flowchart prior to writing a computer program. As in the case of drawing of a layout plan, the flowchart is drawn according to defined rules. Symbols of flowchart. Flowcharts are usually drawn using some standard symbols. However, other special symbols can also be developed when required. फ्लोचार्ट को बनाने के लिए मुख्तलिफ़ किस्म के सिंबल्स की ज़रूरत होती है जिनको इस्तेमाल करके फ्लोचार्ट को बनाया जाता है. So let's discuss the symbols of flowchart. And first symbol is terminal symbol. Terminals, oval shapes, are used to represent start and stop of the flowchart. टर्मिनल सिंबल किसी भी फ्लो चार्ट में स्टार्टिंग और एंडिंग को शो करता है. इस सिंबल के थ्रू किसी भी फ्लो चार्ट की स्टार्टिंग और एंडिंग को डिस्प्ले किया जाता है. Process symbol. Rectangles are generally used to represent process. प्रोसेस सिंबल को फ्लो चार्ट में प्रोसेसिंग के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है. फॉर एग्जांपल, arithmetic operations, data movement, etc. Input output symbol. Parallelograms are used to read input data and output or display information. इनपुट आउटपुट सिंबल किसी भी फ्लो चार्ट में यूज़र से इनपुट लेने के लिए और आउटपुट को डिस्प्ले करने के लिए यूज़ होता है. Decision symbol. Diamond shapes are generally used to check any condition or take decision for which there are two answers. डिसीजन सिंबल को कंडीशंस को चेक करने के लिए और डिसीजन मेकिंग के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है, जहाँ पे आपके पास दो कंडीशंस होती हैं, येस और नो, यानी ट्रू और फॉल्स. Connector symbol. It is used to connect or join flow lines. कनेक्टर सिंबल फ्लो चार्ट के अंदर मौजूद फ्लो लाइंस को कनेक्ट करता है, आपस में जोड़ता है. Off page, on page connector. This symbol is used for a lengthy flowchart that does not fit on a single page. This symbol shows the continuity of flowchart to next page. Off page, on page connector. इस सिंबल का काम किसी भी फ्लो चार्ट के लेंथी होने पे, यानी वो फ्लो चार्ट जो एक पेज से दूसरे पेज पर शिफ्ट हो गया है, उसके लेंथी होने की वजह से उसके बीच में कंटिन्यूटी लाता है दूसरे पेज पे. Flow lines or arrows. Flow lines are used to connect symbols used in flowchart and indicate direction of flow. फ्लो लाइंस और एरोज़, ये जो सिंबल है, इसका काम फ्लो चार्ट में मौजूद सिंबल्स को आपस में जोड़ना, कनेक्ट करना और फ्लो चार्ट की डायरेक्शन, यानी फ्लो चार्ट के अंदर जो फ्लो है उसकी डायरेक्शन को बताना इन फ्लो लाइंस का काम है. Predefined process functions subroutine. This symbol is used to call a function or subroutine in main program. इस सिंबल का काम मेन प्रोग्राम में फंक्शन या सबरूटीन को कॉल करना है. टू परफॉर्म अ स्पेसिफिक टास्क, जो कि किसी भी ख़ास टास्क को परफॉर्म करने के लिए होता है. Annotation or remark symbol. It is used to provide additional information about another flowchart symbol in the form of comments and remarks. इस सिंबल के थ्रू फ्लोचार्ट में आप किसी और दूसरे फ्लोचार्ट में मौजूद सिंबल से रिलेटेड कमेंट्स लिख सकते हैं. यानी इस सिंबल को यूज़ करते हुए आप अपने फ्लो चार्ट में कमेंट्स को राइट कर सकते हैं. Now we are going to discuss guidelines for drawing flowchart. And A is, in drawing a flowchart, all necessary requirements should be listed in a logical order. B, the flowchart should be clear, neat, and easy to follow. C is, The usual direction of flowchart is from top to bottom or left to right. आमतौर पर फ्लोचार्ट की जो डायरेक्शन होती है वो टॉप टू बॉटम और लेफ्ट टू राइट होती है. D is only one flow line should come out from a process symbol. E is only one flow line must enter a decision symbol, but two flow lines, one of each possible answer, must leave it. F is only one flow line is used in conjunction with terminal symbol. G is write comments with remark symbols. And H is if the flowchart becomes complex, it is better to use connector symbols to reduce the number of flow. And now we are going to discuss advantages of flowchart. The benefits of flowcharts are: number 1, with the help of a flowchart, the logic of an algorithm can be described more effectively. Number 2, as flowcharts are part of the design document, hence maintenance of operational programs becomes easy. Number 3 is the flowcharts acts as a guide for the programmer to put efforts more efficiently on the underlying problem. And number 4 is the flowchart helps in debugging process. Debugging means finding errors in the program. And now we are going to discuss the limitations of flowchart. And number 1 is it is difficult to draw flowcharts for complex problems. And number 2 is if alterations are required, the flowchart is to be redrawn. Dear students, hope you understood today's lesson. Now let's move on to today's homework. Here are some short questions for you students, and question number 7 is what is flowchart? Question number 8 is what are the limitations of flowchart? Question number 9 is what are the advantages of flowchart? Question number 10 is write down any 3 guidelines to draw a flowchart. Question number 8 is question number 11 is what is coding? Question number 12 is what is syntax? Question number 13 is what is testing process? Question number 14 is what is test data? Question number 15 is what is debugging? Question number 16 is what is bug? Question number 17 is what is syntax error? Question number 17 is what is logical error? And question number 18 is what is runtime error? And question number 20 is what is implementation? Answers are also available with questions. Question number 21 is what is program maintain? And question number 22 is what is documentation? And here are some more short questions for you students from book exercise. And question number 1 is list down the steps should be followed to solve a problem. Answer is available with question. And question number 2 is what is analysis? Describe its importance to solve a problem. And question number 3 is what method should be adopted to solve complex problems? Discuss briefly. And question number 4 is what do you mean by syntax of a programming language? Is it necessary to know the syntax for solving a problem on computer? Question number 5 is differentiate runtime errors and logical errors. Question number 6 is why documentation is considered vital in problem solving process. Give reasons. And question number 7 is it necessary for an algorithm to solve a problem in finite number of steps? If yes, why? And question number 8 is write purpose of the following flowchart symbols. And question number 9 is compare flowchart and algorithm. And question number 10 is write an algorithm to calculate the distance covered by a car moving at an average speed of v in time t. The program should input average speed v and time t. Dear students, answers are also available with questions, so you have to solve these questions in your notebooks. Here are some long questions from book exercise. And question number 4, which is from book. What do you mean by problem solving? Briefly describe the problem solving process. Next question is What is debugging? How many types of errors can occur in a program? Describe briefly. Question number 6 is define algorithm. Write a step form algorithm for making a telephone call to your friend. Question number 7 is what are the advantages of flowchart? Discuss limitation of flowchart. And question number 8 is draw a flowchart to find the largest of three numbers. And question number 9 and last question is write an algorithm to calculate the area of a circle when the radius is given. Area is equal to 3.14 multiplied by radius multiplied by radius. So dear students, you have to write these questions in your notebooks. Allah Hafiz. Thank you.